Hi everyone, welcome to my members program. I offer 3 tiers. Tier 1 is monthly predictions with some extra transit analysis videos. Tier 2 has exclusive pickacard readings that I don't post on my main channel. Tier 3 is astrology, remedies, and more esoteric knowledge. And how to heal our planets, how to learn tarot as well, how to start your own YouTube channel. These are some of the videos I've recently posted. So please join our members community. Thank you. Hello everyone, I just wanted to do an intro for this video about dark feminine energy. So what it is it's that side of femininity which is more hidden, more taboo, or you can say it's connected with sexuality. Makes me think of Scorpio. So your feminine side, certain things that you keep hidden, but also when I was reading up on it, it just gave me the feeling that it's more so connected with tapping into your masculine energy, because usually with women we say be more feminine, be more feminine. Being feminine means being receptive, passive, easygoing, that sort of a thing. But dark femininity is connected with being more assertive, being more empowered, feeling empowered, and taking things in your own hands, being more commanding, that sort of a thing. So when I was reading up on it, I felt like this is more masculine energy instead of, I don't know, feminine energy, because we have both within us. It's just that maybe people feel like women are not supposed to be masculine. That's why they came up with this concept. But I feel like it's more so masculinity plus sexuality. That's the way I would describe dark feminine energy. So we should embrace both our sides. Obviously, we have masculine energy. We need that, especially if you're working, if you're going out there, putting yourself out there in, the current world scenario. We definitely tap into our masculine energy. Therefore, it's part of us. Even for men, I would say so many men are more emotionally aware now. So they have that feminine side as well that they embrace and they should embrace. So this is how I would describe it. I hope it makes sense. When I think of this, there's light feminine. People also use this term light feminine and dark feminine. So light feminine actually made me think of like the archetype Venus energy, which made me think of Taurus. Even you can say Libra for that matter. And dark feminine would be Scorpio, even maybe Aries, being more masculine, more assertive. So that made me think of Aries. But I think Taurus and Scorpio is a good contrast because they're exactly opposite to each other, right? Even Libra and Aries are exactly opposite, but Aries is more so masculine, and that's it. I don't see a lot of feminine qualities to the zodiac sign of Aries. However, you can have it, and it doesn't mean you're going to be masculine. I'm just saying, when I think of only picking just one zodiac to describe it, I would say Taurus is the feminine because it's earth energy. We also connected with the Empress in tarot. She is the feminine archetype. And Scorpio is that dark feminine. Why? Because it's ruled by Mars, but it's a water sign, so it does have that feminine quality as well. So I think Scorpio describes this energy perfectly. And light feminine is more Libra, Taurus, that Venus energy. So we have Venus and Mars playing out here. And Mars, when you think about Mars, it's the masculine, and Venus is the feminine. So again, this is why I was saying that it's tapping into your masculine side instead of thinking that it's a new concept or something like that. It's just embracing your more assertive side of your personality, and also embracing your sexuality, which is also the domain of Scorpio. So this is how I would describe it. If you have any inputs, you can also leave them down in the comments, and maybe people can find that helpful. And I hope I'll remember to say watch the intro in pile number 2 and 3. I think I might forget it. So let's see if there's anything else that I want to add. I'll add it in the pile so you can watch that. So today's reading, I've pulled the cards just tell me about the piles, dark feminine energy. So certain messages about more so general messages, and this can also be applied as advice. But if this video does well, if you like the video, leave your comments. I might do a part 2, which is more so pointed and focused towards how to channel this energy better. So I can do like more focused reading for the next time. Today it's more general. So let's see how it goes. Let me know if this reading resonates. If you have any inputs, you can leave them in the comments. And let's get on with the piles. Hello group number 1, welcome to today's reading. I hope the background noise is not too bad. Let's see if I can figure it out. How do I edit that in the audio? So let's talk about today's reading. It's your dark feminine energy. I've honestly gone for general messages. Whatever comes out, I'm going to talk about that. There will be some advice thrown in here as well. So resonate, whatever message resonates, take that with you, and whatever doesn't resonate, you can ignore that. Okay, so I'm starting out with tarot today. I thought let me use this tarot deck. It's dark, so use it for today's reading. So you got strength. So this is Leo energy, Sun's energy, 5th house. We have Ace of Wands. We have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so to begin, the energy, first of all, I'm picking up some masculine energy already here. By the way, check the intro if you've not already. I think watching the intro and then going into your pile will illuminate things better. So the way I see is, even here we have the fire energy, Ace of Wands. And here we see 3 people socializing. So this is about being more masculine, being more forward. I feel like either you can resonate with the messages I'm saying, this is your personality, or this is how you should be. This is how you can thrive. This is that side of you maybe that you don't embrace. For example, if you're not outgoing, you're more introverted, pile number 1. I feel like it would really do you a favor if you were more extroverted. If you connected with more people, if you were social, you went out more, you connected with more people, you were more upfront with your intentions, and you were more persuasive. Ace of Wands is pursuing someone or something, right? So, and here also I see, even though it's an animal, it's almost like 2 energies interacting. So there's a connection. Here also we see friends. So either you're already like this or you should be. This is, if you're already like this, I think this can really help you thrive in life. Just making social connections is something that can bring you benefic results in the future. And you're naturally good at consoling people. People might open up to you. We see it feels a little vulnerable, this position. Is it zooming in? I don't know. So yeah, I feel like you're good at consoling, you're good at connecting with people. Even though this is the strength, it's connected to the fire energy, but it almost gives me that nurturing water-like quality here. Here we do have the cups. So you're good at connecting with people, emotional connection, emotional vulnerability. You have that with you. You could also be good with animals and pets. You're good at taming people who are very fiery, or people who lose control, people who are short-tempered. I think with your presence or your energy, they tend to simmer down a little. It's like you have a special aura, you have a special presence or energy where certain people feel very comfortable with you and they might not treat others like that. So you could get special treatment. I think making connections, making social connections can really help you in life, group number 1. And you should embrace this side of yours. If you don't, if you're introverted, you can be introverted, but going out there, making friends, connecting with people, talking about your emotions is not a bad thing. I think introverted can be extroverted with a few specific people. So the way I see your feminine energy is being more masculine, tapping into your masculinity, and being more assertive in life, pursuing things, making the first move. That's what I see. And you're fun to hang out with. You should definitely have more fun in life. If you're more moody and melancholic, I think you should have more fun. Allow yourself to have more fun. Allow yourself to indulge and to have certain guilty pleasures. That's what I'm getting so far. Let's keep going. Am I shaking the camera? Okay. This was way too high. We have the elk. This is the card you chose. earth element. We have Empress. Let's keep it here. We have the Mirror. So talking about these cards, first, Elk is more masculine energy. It's a father figure. What about the other keywords? I think resilient, supportive. So that's you. You're the supportive person. I think some of you could be already in touch with your masculine side. There's a lot of masculine energy in this pile, and I'll show some cards also later on. But strong masculine energy that I'm picking up with this pile. So your dark feminine energy is connected to being more masculine. Either you are like that or you should be more masculine. That's one thing I'm getting. Some of you, maybe you're really connected with your father, and your father has had like a big impact on you. So you maybe take after your father, or you're very much like you have his personality or something. Some of you maybe grew up with a lot of brothers, so maybe some influence of your brothers. For others of you where it was not like a positive upbringing or positive childhood experience, some of you maybe with the lack of the masculine figure, you had to become more masculine. You didn't have someone to rely upon, so you had to take up that job or that place in your life. So I think it can play out either way, depends on who you are. But I'm definitely picking up that energy of masculinity in your personality, or having to embrace that side. Here also I'm drawn towards, it looks like an eclipse. So again, Rahu's presence. So maybe absence of father figure in life, and you had to become more masculine, or maybe you had to depend on yourself to fulfill those needs. Something like that. You had to be the provider, supportive. Maybe you're someone who's, finances are important for you. You want to provide for yourself and the people close to you. You want to be a provider. You don't want to depend on someone else. You could have that energy. And with Rahu also, and the Mirror, which is one of the significators, or you can say Rahu rules mirrors. So Rahu is prominent here again. So illusion. Maybe there was some issues with the father figure growing up, or some issues with embracing your masculinity. Illusions there. Maybe your love interests, your partners could have impacted you in some way. That's one thing I'm getting. I think on the feminine side, you're quite good. You're good with that. You could be very good looking, very feminine. Maybe there's something about you embracing more of the masculine side, because the feminine side, I don't know, I just get this energy that you're good at nurturing, you're good at healing people with your presence, you're soft, gentle. You can be that feminine archetype of the Empress. It's just the masculine, or the masculine figures in your life is where you have issues. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up. Being more assertive with your needs, I think you need to do that. So have clarity in your relationships in life. And if let's say you take after your father, that's good. So you have confidence, everything is great that way. You need to balance the energies with the feminine and masculine. But if there was some issues with the father figure or the masculine figures in your life, then maybe you need to take a look at that. There could be some illusions there. Maybe you need to reflect on that, because mirrors are also connected with the reflection. So there's a need to reflect on that. I think this is something where somewhere you can improve. And with Rahu also, it's reflection. So again, I feel like a lot of people might come to you to talk about certain things, and I feel like you can be very supportive. It's something that you're good at. Especially maybe the male figures in your life. They come to you, and you're the mirror. You reflect certain things back to them. We do have the moon here also. So maybe you're the moon in the male's life, and they come to you with their emotions, vulnerabilities. You could have Rahu and Moon conjunction in your chart. You could have a fire ascendant. You could have, let's say, a masculine sign as your ascendant, like Aries or Leo. What are the other masculine sides? Scorpio, I wouldn't say it's 50-50 because it's a water sign, but it is ruled by Mars. And then I'm trying to think of other, I never make use of this. I have the zodiac signs here. So the most masculine would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, I forgot about Sagittarius. Yeah, I think I would go with those three. Let's keep going. So for nakshatra, you got Ashwini, we have Pushya. So this immediately made me think of a story. So every nakshatra, there is a deity connected to it, and there are certain stories connected to the deity to help you understand the nakshatra better. So there's one that came to my mind, where the Ashwin twins meet a sage. In Hindi we call Rishi. So because Pushya made me think of the Guru. Pushya is the Guru, the sage or the Rishi. So in the story, the twins meet a sage who's married to a very young a maiden, a very young girl, and the sage is very old. So he's not happy because he cannot fully satisfy the girl, and she's obviously stuck with an old person. So he doesn't like that, but the girl is devoted. She won't leave the guy. So the Ashwin twins come up with an elixir to make the sage young. And so the Ashwin, you would notice that the sign or the nakshatra of Ashwini is connected to herbs, medicines, Ayurveda, healing, looking very young. That's why, because with this story, the Ashwin twins make the sage young. So you would notice this theme with Ashwini people. But anyway, coming back to the story, so they get the elixir, the person turns young, and the Rishi his name was Chavan Rishi. So this is where Chavan Prash comes from. So if you're Indian, you would know what I'm talking about. There's this thing, Chavan Prash, that people eat. It's supposed to help you with your health, make you more healthy, more bring out your vitality, make you better. And it doesn't taste the best, but it's not bad. It's kind of Ayurvedic, so it has a lot of herbs and stuff like that. So this is where it comes from, that eating Chavan Prash would make you young. I don't know how many people actually know this backstory, but this is the marketing. It's coming from the story of Chavan Rishi, so they've named it Chavan Prash. So anyway, this made me think of that. So it's again about being in your masculine energy, and I think you could be pile number 1. You're really good looking, and naturally you impress people. That is another quality that Ashwin twins had. They would impress anyone. You could give the most impossible task and they'll figure it out. So that's the thing with the Rishi. They figured it out. Okay, how can we help this person? Because they also needed something from the Rishi. I don't remember exactly. But this is your, friendship coming together, looking young and taking action, being more masculine. That's the quality that I'm picking up here with your pile. And being a guiding light to others with this Pushya Nakshatra, wanting to take care of other people. Like the Rishi wanted to become young for the wife and, embrace the feminine side. So feminine side was fine. There's something to do with masculinity that maybe you need to focus on and maybe balance out those energies. Focus on the masculine side. So let's keep going. We have abundance, number 1. So number 1 is connected to sun again. Some of you could have sun in the first house or strong Leo. Maybe you have sun in Leo sign. But abundance is about having a lot, so being able to give to others. So it's giving me that energy of maybe steer towards the masculine. You should be the provider, you should be the giver, you should be the leader, you should be the center of not attraction, but the center figure. Everyone's focus should be on you. And don't be this shy away person, or don't be passive, because the feminine is good, right? It's not about receiving. You're supposed to give. Healing people. I don't know why this is, and the Ashwini story, it's about healing people. I think you could be someone who's hiding away your talents also. You could also connect with people from different cultures, traditions, stuff like that. Rahu, the foreign element. So I think there's some quality that you have. Even Rahu is connected with invention, so doing something unconventional. that can heal others, and you can connect with a lot of people. Especially maybe you could go viral also with Rahu, you could get mass fame, you could connect with a lot of people, maybe online, something to do with that. But yeah, you should use your head also. With Ashwini, it's connected to intelligence. So I think tap into your masculine side. I think there's certain qualities there that you don't embrace, or you can utilize better. That's what I'm getting. We have action here also, number 17. So again, we have horses, Ashwin twins. We see 2 horses. So some of you could have placements in Ashwini Nakshatra. By the way, if you resonate with this so far, if you have Ashwini placements, maybe you need to look that Nakshatra up. Yeah, I think maybe look that up. Action again. Take action. I think you're too passive, pile number 1. Or I don't know, something about you where you could have certain hunches, you could have that intuition, but you don't follow up on it. Maybe you doubt yourself. Yeah, maybe something like that. Use your intelligence. Next up, we have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. That could be a message for you, but I'm focusing more so on this placement. Some of you could have moon in Scorpio. So this is about fears, definitely, because moon is a very soft, gentle planet, and the sign of Scorpio is the exact opposite of that. The nature kind of, it doesn't really gel together. So when moon goes into Scorpio, the person can tend to overthink, person can be a bit insecure, they can have a lot of fears. Scorpio is darkness. So the moon, it's that dark night. So the moon can suffer in the sign of Scorpio, especially emotional issues could be there. Unmet emotional needs, emotional fulfillment is not there. So I think the way that I can say, some of you also, you could get cheated also. Maybe you got cheated once and then you're afraid of taking risks. That's one message I'm getting, because I'm reminded of Pushya's story, Brihaspati, how his wife was taken away from him by the moon, Chandra. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you got cheated and then you became apprehensive. Once bitten, twice shy. But yeah, you need to embrace that side of the Scorpio. Scorpio is also connected to the occult, tarot, higher knowledge, wisdom. So maybe instead of the fear, you should embrace higher knowledge or something other that's connected with Scorpio that can bring you the light. Take you out of that black hole of Scorpio. Give you some optimism. So take control of your emotions and take more risks in life. Take more action. Don't be scared of the fears too much. Finally, for astrology, you got number 7, or the 7th house, I should say. We have 4th house, Mars, more masculine energy. We have the moon also. So moon came out for you strong. Moon also rules the 4th house. I recently was watching an astrologer on YouTube, and he was talking about the 4th house, how 4th house represents our closed loved ones, our strong bondings. So I feel like again it's talking about that strength card, where we see this interaction going on, where you're helping someone, you're connecting with people, you have a natural ability to connect with people's emotions. Even with the moon coming out, 7th house is of everyone else besides you. It can also be your partner. 4th house is your closed ones. So I feel like you will leave a deep impact on other people. You have this ability to influence people, to take care of their emotional needs, or to impact them in such a way where you heal them. Somehow people feel understood. They felt seen. They felt heard. And Mars is also connected with taking action. Some of you, maybe you should work out also. That could be a remedy for you. Maybe you need to work out more, because Mars in the 4th house or in the sign of Cancer gets debilitated, and usually these people work out a lot, and it brings them that fierceness or that strength. It makes them feel more brave, allows them to be more risk taking. So when Mars is debilitated, the person can feel like they don't have control, or they cannot exercise their willpower. They feel a little insecure. They feel like they cannot, they just feel like they cannot express themselves, and they feel a little bogged down. So I think you should definitely do certain activities or exercise or something about physical activity that can make you feel more confident and uplift you, and you feel more brave. You feel like, okay, I can, make some changes, take some risks in life, connect with more people, be more social, put yourself out there. Seventh house is also connecting with a lot of people. It's not just the spouse or the relationship house, it's also connected with business partnerships. So yeah, you should be more social, interact with more people, be in that dark feminine energy. For you is being more masculine, being more assertive, and embracing your masculine side. So that's the reading for you, group number 1. I hope this resonated. Please leave your feedback. I would really love to know your thoughts on this particular reading. And by the way, thank you for everyone who left recommendations and different suggestions on the community post that I did. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're channeling your dark feminine energy. I would also like you to go and watch the intro first before you watch the rest of this reading. I think it would make a little bit more sense. So go and check the intro out. We're starting out with your tarot. We'll look at the other cards in a bit. Hope the lighting is not too bad. I'm filming in the evening. I usually film around afternoon, midday. So the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Why did I say Knight? I meant 9 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. So one thing I'm picking up first of all is more independent energy with you. We have 2 cards here. This is ruled by Gemini. Gemini is talks about connection. So connecting with other people, communication, getting in touch or contact with other people. That's Gemini. With the Lovers also, it talks about coupling. We have that in reverse. We have the 3 of Coins in reverse. 3 of Coins is also about teamwork, community, cooperation. So coming together and forming something. And we have the 1 card which is upright, which is all about independence. So I find that very interesting. I think some of you could be highly independent. Group number 2. I think some of you, with the first pile, I was picking up this energy that they need to channel their energy more. They need to shift their energy. But with this pile, I'm picking up the sense that maybe most of you guys are already channeling your dark feminine energy, which is more to do with your masculine energy and just being more assertive, being more in control of things and following your heart, not being more proactive instead of receptive. That's the energy I'm picking up. Some of you could be single, independent. You could be people who enjoy being independent. You don't like being controlled, or maybe you attract controlling partners and this is something you don't like, so you stay independent. What I'm picking up with this pile is you should look for partners who give you a lot of freedom. Maybe people with Swati placements would be good for you. Swati people tend to crave a lot of independence and they need a lot of space. Otherwise, they'll walk out on their partner because their freedom is very important to them, their independence. I also feel like maybe some of you guys have Swati placements. And funny thing, Swati is connected to space. And here in this image, I don't know what this is in the background. It almost looks like to me like it's the sky, very high up in the atmosphere or something. Doesn't look like something lower to the ground. So this is actually giving me Swati energy even with the image here. So some of you could have Swati placements. I'm trying to think what are the other combinations that could be there. What's the exact opposite of Swati? I think maybe Ashwini also for some of you. It could also be Rahu. What do you call it? Rahu ruled nakshatras. So Swati is ruled by Rahu. The other 2 would be Ardra and Satabhisha. So some of you could have those placements. I'm leaning more so towards Swati and Ardra because even Ardra is connected with the sky and being alone, isolated. Whereas Satabhisha is connected to hundreds. So it's It can be, something like that, but with Satyabisha, it is 100 things. So it has a sense of community and all of that. So it can go either way, but I'm leaning towards Swati and Ardra with this pile. Let's see. Let's keep going. I might come back to these cards also. So this is the card you chose. We have Cobra. Should I mention the Cobra nakshatras? Rohini, not Cobra, Naga nakshatras. Rohini, Mrigashira, and Ashlesha. Those are the three. Maybe some of you have placements in there. Some of you could have Mars in Ashlesha, debilitated Mars. Those people tend to also crave a lot of independence, and I've noticed I don't know why I can't say it, debilitated Mars people being single. So yeah, maybe you have that. Fire energy, we have the horse. So funny, talking about the Nagas, I always connect the horse with Rohini for whatever reason. Is there a placement? I think in the tarot we have the Chariot card, and I connect that with Rohini, and there's horses on it. So this is not a Vedic concept, but I don't know why horses make me think of Rohini. So yeah, maybe some of you have Rohini placements. We also have the Devil here, Capricorn energy. Also with the horse, maybe Ashwini placements. I think I said that, like opposite to Swati is Ashwini. So horses are connected to Ashwini nakshatra, which is horse is another animal that's connected to freedom. So similar to the message I was talking about earlier, freedom, being free. One more thing I'm getting here with the horse, maybe some of you have nice hair also, but the interesting thing I noticed, I don't see a lot of movement with the animals. It's like they're sitting and they're looking at you with all the three cards. I don't see movement. So some of you, again, it's very in that energy of being sitting pretty like this card and people coming towards you. So you know how to kind of hypnotize people, you know how to get your way. You could be very magnetic, you could be very seductive, mysterious. That sort of energy I'm picking up with this pile. And strong Rohini also I was picking up. Rohini is that energy of impressing other people, influencing other people, someone who's everyone's favorite. That's Rohini's energy. Rohini is the favorite. So first of all, you guys could be really good looking, and there's you could have something to do with very seductive. That's the energy I'm picking up with this. Especially this is the card came up for you, and I chose this for your pile selection also. So already I was getting this energy, and being very single, independent, you attract a lot of attention. You could have a lot of suitors, a lot of options also. And with the Lover's energy, it's being in reverse. So maybe you do have the opportunity to connect with people, people ask you out, that sort of a thing, but it's in reverse. So maybe you're hard to impress, you don't date a lot, or you could date a lot, but it never materializes into something because you're not impressed by people. But I'm picking up some sort of self-centered energy. Either you already have this, or maybe this is your dark feminine side where you put yourself first instead of your partner. If you have this tendency to put your partners first, to put your relationship on pedestal, your partner on a pedestal, and you're very cooperative, you kind of compromise on certain things, especially your freedom, and you attract controlling partners. Even with the Ashlesha energy here, that can happen because Ashlesha is connected to binding and bonding. So it's very what's the word, codependent sort of energy that you could attract. Even with the Devil, it's obsessiveness, right? And it's Saturn energy, so something restrictive, something controlling. I'm also picking up Bharni energy. Some of you maybe have placements in Bharni, so you could feel very restricted, and Mars debilitated can also give that feeling. So if that is the case, I think Spirit is saying that you need to put yourself first and be more independent. I think being in this energy, you could attract the right partner for you. And also maybe this could be talking about, maybe you have this tendency to always date, to always have a partner. Maybe you should be single for a while. You should explore this side of yours, and then it will help you figure out what sort of partner you're looking for, your needs, all those things. So this is about chasing your freedom. Being more independent in relationships, look for partner that give you a lot of freedom and space. I think that will create a healthy dynamic for you moving forward. And I think getting things done. Nine of Pentacles is also connected with being financially sufficient or your needs getting met. Here also we have Pentacles, and this Devil energy is Capricorn sign, which is connected to Earth element again, your career, money. So I think putting yourself first, your needs first, and creating some sort of balance there. Not compromising on the important things in life, not compromising on your career, your money situation. You might have this tendency to put it on the back burner while you're in love or you're in a relationship. I think there's a need to strike a balance. You could become really obsessive also with Devil and the Cobra. You could become very obsessive. Some of you need to balance that. For others, if that's not your energy, you could attract a lot of attention, people who are obsessing over you. You're this hypnotic Cobra that's like kind of putting a spell on other people. Cobra, the key word here was also waiting patiently. So you tend to wait. People come to you. That's what I'm getting. With Devil, it can talk about obsessiveness, obviously, like I said. Not making a move. Here also we see there's fire on the feet, but the ram is not moving. So there's a need to shake things up a bit. With this pile also, I'm picking up this energy that some of you could be embracing your dark feminine side a little bit more, or you could be going through a major transformation. Maybe you were earlier a certain type of way or certain energy, and now something has happened. Maybe you're on your own. I don't know, you're finding yourself, coming of age, that sort of feeling I'm getting. Feeling of transformation. That is also connected with snakes. It's that energy of transformation, Scorpio energy. So some of you could be reorienting your energy, your perspective, your look, something about making some major changes in your life right now in terms of your personality. On the inside, you're making some changes that will reflect also on the outside. So you could be going through that. Next up, we have the fault line. This card also was talking about this. It said something about redefining or reorienting. The fault line, something is cracking, something is shaking, some change could be coming in. So some of you guys are trying to change your image also. Did we get the 10th house for this pile? I think we did get the 10th house. So this is about reputation, who you are, how you're perceived, your image. So I feel like there's some major changes you could be making, or if you're thinking about it, you should definitely go forward with that. For nakshatras, you got Mula, Sagittarius energy. We have Vishakha, which is also the split. I love how accurate the nakshatras came out for this pile. It's bang on, because Mula is connected to roots, uprooting. So perfect with the imagery especially. And it falls in Sagittarius. Some of you maybe could have placements in Sagittarius, or maybe some Sagittarius could be coming into your life that you could form a deep-rooted connection with, or going back to your own roots, becoming more traditional, or I don't know, finding something from your past that you really used to enjoy, incorporating that into your life, something like that, something from the past or a person or something with Mula happening here. And Vishakha, which is also about the split. So again, that fault line. And these three came out together, one after the other. So I felt like this is significant. So some sort of split, maybe you're leaving people behind, leaving something behind. Vishakha is split, so it can talk about changing your pathway, your course. And again, it's about a change, a shake-up that's happening in your life. So if this message resonates, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you if this message resonates. And this also falls in Libra. Yeah. So Swati and Vishakha right next to each other, right? Hasta, Chitra, Swati, Vishakha. Yes. So Vishakha follows Swati. So these are again Libra energy. So Libra is also air. It's movable, it's mutable. You could have this tendency to always change, or something about changing in your life. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Vishaka can also give like a split personality, or like two different sides to your personality. So you could be this person who likes this obsession in a connection, but you could also value your independence a lot. So something about bringing balance in your life, where you're addressing your needs, but also there's some balance, because you can be on the extremes. Your two personalities could be exactly opposite to each other. It could be about the lovers being upright and then lovers being in reverse, that sort of energy. Nine of Pentacles single, and then the lovers. So you need to bring some balance there if you resonate with this message, because Vishakha, there's a split, and there are two deities connected with this, which again talks about the split, dual nature that we have this with this nakshatra. So maybe you need to balance that, find your center. And Mula is our center, the galactic center. So finding your roots, being more grounded. It's some shake-up is happening, but at the end of this, I think you'll feel more grounded. And I think it's an important time in your life, probably, if this reading resonates with you so far. Interesting reading so far. And also, I just remembered there was this particular video I watched in Vishakha, where the person said that Vishakha people, whenever they're thriving in their career, or money is doing good, or whatever, some person comes in, some love relationship, love connection will come in, which will kind of deviate them from their success, or let's say whatever they're focusing on, their focus changes, it deviates. So Vishakha people need to strike a balance where they can give to their career, also to love, because usually they tend to focus on one thing and the other aspect suffers. So if that's the case for you, you need to focus on that, because I've noticed it with the Vishakha natives. They tend to focus on one thing and the other suffers for sure. So let's see. Next up we have yin and yang. Number 36 we have forgiveness. Number 14. With this, what I'm getting? With the lovers being in reverse, maybe you went through a major heartbreak, which might have led you to connecting with your dark feminine energy a little bit more. This can also be talking about maybe going on your own spiritual journey. Maybe you had a heartbreak and that really impacted you, shook you up. Something about rejection or not getting your needs met. Maybe you're holding on to that person's grief, grief towards that person. There's a need to let go and forgive the person. It says, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. So this is like a specific message. Take it if it resonates. If there's someone from your past that you still hold negative emotions towards, I think you need to let that go. That could be affecting your energy. With yin and yang, this is about masculine, feminine, again, striking the balance. Like I said, there's so much here about striking the balance and being on the extreme side. So you have feminine energy also, you have masculine energy also. You tend to veer, you're like shaking like a pendulum. You need to be in the middle. You need to be more balanced. Pile number 2. I think you have kind of mastered both the energies. It's just you don't bring it into balance. That's what I'm getting. Let's keep going. We have contract here, number 6, Venus energy. So that could have been like a soul contract that you had to go through with that person. We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Some of you could have moon in Aries, and I'm getting strong Mars Venus energy in this pile. Something about maybe synastry with Mars and Venus, and also here we have Mars, here we have Venus. Contract, we have the number 6. This is reminding me of the Justice card, which is also connected with the sign of Libra. So there's so much masculine, feminine, Mars and Venus. Exact opposite energies, right? For astrology, you got Neptune. We have the 10th house. Is it focusing? Is it not? We have the North Node, Rahu. We have the Ascendant. Which is funny, I was looking at these cards and I thought, This is how I would imagine this dress to look like. This is black and white, but I would, I don't know, I would expect it to be red. So anyway, what I'm seeing, again, major transformation change coming into your life. We have the Ascendant card here, which is about you, your perspective, your outlook, your image, especially Ascendant in 10th. Your career could be going through a glow up. I think you can channel your dark feminine energy to push you ahead in your career, or making the right connections, getting the work done, doing things differently. North Node is connected with being imaginative, or imaginative is more so Neptune, but North Node is about being more inventive, doing things more unconventionally, coming up with the really strange, crazy ideas. That's the energy of Rahu. And Rahu is also start of something new. So some of you could be starting something new. This could be a positive sign from spirit that you should go ahead and do it. This doorway is opening for you. And the major energy I'm picking up with this pile is most of you guys could be embracing this dark feminine energy moving forward. I am picking up strong energy of transformation with this particular pile. Something is changing. And also we had the Devil card, and now we have the 10th house Capricorn. See, some of you maybe some important planet is in Capricorn. I think when Saturn was transiting Capricorn, it could have been a more difficult time for you. Once it moved out into Aquarius, maybe things are looking up, looking better. That's one message I'm getting. Some of you could have Rahu in the first house. This is also, Neptune also gives me Rahu energies, to be honest. I think your dark feminine energy is that you stand out, you're different, you're unique, and you could be highly attractive. I think people tend to obsess over you. You can use it to your advantage, where you can connect with the right people and use it in a good way, maybe to further your career or something, where you impress people with your image, your reputation. That's what I'm getting so far with this pile. I think you're in touch with your femininity, and if you are going through a major change, major shift, the changes you're making, go ahead with them. I think you're on the right path. That's how I would put it. Yeah. So that's a reading for you, pile number 2. Let me know if this resonated or not, if it made sense. If you have any other feedback, let me know. All the links will be in the description. If you like my content, you want to support my work, please consider becoming a member to this channel. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 3, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing channeling your dark feminine energy. Please watch the intro to this video. It's important that you watch it first and then tune into this pile. Okay, so I'm starting out your reading with tarot cards. We'll look at these cards in a bit. So you got the King of Cups in reverse. I don't know if it's zooming in or not. The lighting is not great this time of the day. We have the Moon in reverse, Cancer energy, strong water so far. We have the Hermit, Virgo. So what I'm picking up so far with these 3 cards, very specific message. The ones that resonate with you, take those, ignore the rest. And please share your feedback with this particular video. I might do a part 2 if this one does well, and if you want to see something more, request it. I might do a specific one on how to channel dark feminine energy better. Okay, so coming back to the cards, we have this archetype in reverse. It tells me that some of you, maybe you went through a major heartbreak or something, where the King of Cups sort of archetype kind of let you down in your life, with the Moon also being in reverse. I feel like you guys could be going through a transformation when it comes to expressing your emotions or the way you are in your love life. And I think you're making a positive change. Some of you are on your spiritual journey also with the Hermit. Maybe you're being guided by your spirit guides, or you have some religious inclinations, you have some spiritual practices, and those are bringing in the illumination for you, and you're making the right changes. You're letting go of fears. Some of you, maybe you don't let your guard down. You don't share your vulnerabilities. You're not open when it comes to love. You're closed off, because Hermit can talk about isolation and being isolated, which is the exact opposite of partnership, right? And Moon being in reverse, not sharing your emotions. having a lot of fears. That's upright moon, but in reverse this can also indicate that not being open to it, and the King of Cups in being in reverse, it's like you're not open to a partner, you're not open to a relationship. So some of you could struggle with that, and you might be, it could be something you're working on. And if you are, you want to channel your dark feminine energy, what's holding you back is your inability to express your emotions, not showing your real side, your real emotions, your raw emotions. This is something that's holding you back. I think you should be more assertive, more upfront about your emotions. It's almost as if you don't share your feminine side. So you're hiding away the feminine side. You're hiding away your emotions, your love for someone. You're scared of getting hurt. Some of you take this message with a grain of salt and don't get offended if it resonates. But maybe growing up, you felt like there was some issue with your emotional fulfillment. With the King of Cups being in reverse, maybe emotionally you didn't get the love or the nurturing that you were looking for. There could have been a person in your life maybe that you modeled after, who was not a good like a relationship partner, a good partner to their partner. Repeating it twice, but you know what I mean. So maybe someone that you saw and you felt like, okay, I don't like the way this person treats their partner, and maybe it led to some sort of a, I don't know, like it left an impression on your psyche, and you felt like I don't want to be someone who's at the receiving end of this sort of treatment, or something about I don't know, something with your childhood, because the moon can indicate that childhood period, growing up when you're more vulnerable. Also you're more impressionable, and there was one person who didn't behave in the right way, something about that person's treatment that could have left an impression on you, which was not the right way to go about things. And now you're kind of shedding that, letting that go, and being more open. That's what I'm seeing so far. I don't know if this resonates so far or not. Let's keep going. We have the star, healing. We have the shark. So we'll keep it here. Shark is connected to directness, exposure, sharing your desires. So that's why I feel like there is a shift, especially even with the cards. We see the King of Cups archetype coming up, then we have the moon. So this person leaving a wrong imprint on you, and then now you're letting go of the fears and you're getting the illumination. That's why I feel like there is a progression happening, and you're becoming more expressive, you're becoming more vulnerable, you're exposing your true emotions, and you're stating your desires. There's some healing going on with the star. It's connected to healing, and it's more light-hearted energy. It's again talking about illumination, very much like this lamp in the back, the hermit energy of finding the answers to your questions, even the light to walk the path that you're meant to walk, right? And we have a cat here. So this is also connected to intuition, the cat. So listening to your intuition, finding the healing, also feeling light. The star is about feeling uplifted, having more faith, being more optimistic about your future. So something about letting go of certain patterns of behavior, or maybe a person that you had to let go of. This could even be an ex-partner, someone who didn't treat you right, and letting that person go. Something about a heartbreak, maybe changing you, pushing you onto the spiritual journey. This could be anything. But now you're moving forward into better, in better light, I feel like. So I like this energy so far. There's a lot here about emotions, fixing your emotions, because this is also water element, and the star is connected to Sagittarius. It usually has a lot of water imagery on the card, and these two are obviously connected to water. And hermit makes me think of Virgo. Obviously it's connected to Virgo, and Virgo is where Venus gets debilitated. Venus is connected to love. So something speaking about your love life here. So embracing that dark feminine energy where you can have better relationships, being more upfront, being Let's look at the other card. We have the Lover here. So I think this is you, your genuine, true energy, where you're the lover, but you kind of hold back because there's a fear of rejection, there's a fear of abandonment, something like that. Maybe you don't expose your emotions, you're scared of love. I don't know. Commitment issues, even though you want commitment. So some issue going on, but you're this lover archetype. You are full of love. You have a lot of love to give. You just don't explore that side of you. And now maybe you're becoming more open to it, or you're working on certain things which is allowing you to embrace this side of yours, be more authentic. That's what I'm getting. So this dark feminine energy is actually making you feel more light, which is interesting. Let's look at some nakshatras. These are the ones that you got. We have Anuradha, we have Uttara Bhadrapada, we have Satabhisha. So these three, first of all, I have these cards colored, and not that these are perfectly aligned, but I went to the more Saturn connected nakshatras. I put on the blue cards because blue and black are connected to Saturn. So Anuradha and Uttara Bhadrapada are ruled by Saturn in Vimshotri Dasha, and Satabhisha falls in Aquarius sign. So there is a Saturn element with all the three cards, and I pulled three cards for you, and they were all connected to Saturn. So there's something about Saturn here. I feel like this is talking about becoming more mature, also growth over time. So learning something through a painful experience. That is the energy of malefics. Mars and Saturn, they put you through difficult situations in life. They make it hard. It's a challenge, but at the end of it, you do get blessings. So every single planet is benefic in a way. It's also malefic, but the malefics make you work hard and they give you difficult situations. But if you work through it, obviously there's a treat at the end of it. So strong Saturn, some of you could have Saturn moon conjunction, you could have Virgo ascendant, you could have Cancer ascendant, you could have Saturn in the first house, some of you. So maybe less romantic. Again, I'm getting this image or this feeling of a person who's, a romantic at heart, but they don't express it. So Saturn can make you like that. Someone who's more mature, wise, old sort of a person, responsible, sincere, or someone who doesn't seem romantic, or maybe shies away from these things, doesn't know how to express their emotions, very diplomatic, or what's the word? Inexpressive when it comes to their feelings. Professional sort of speech. That's Saturn. And with Anuradha, especially this particular nakshatra is connected to loving someone you cannot have. So this could be a situation where you had a heartbreak, someone left you, someone cheated on you maybe. Take it only if it resonates. This is a general reading and don't get offended. It can also talk about sometimes like a love triangle. Why? We have Mitra. This is the deity of Anuradha is Mitra. The deity of Satabhisha is Varuna. And both of them were really good friends. And I remember there's a story connected to these two, not individuals, gods, let's say gods. And they fell for the same girl. So there was like a love triangle situation. So that could be there. Some of you could resonate with that. Love triangle or not being sure about someone's intentions. There's a lot of ambiguity. And you have a lot of love and devotion. Anuradha is connected to devotion. You're devoted to the person. And it hurts. And you're just naturally romantic at heart. Someone who's into poetry, that's very much like the Anuradha energy. Someone who loves love. That's the energy of Anuradha. Very devoted. Almost to the point where they like melancholy. They like the longing. They almost don't want to be united with the person. They enjoy just loving someone from afar. That's the energy of Anuradha. But don't misunderstand it. I won't go too deep into it. This is also ruled by Saturn, and these two are more mystical sort of spiritual sort of nakshatras. So again, I'm picking up that strongly with this pile. People who are old soul, very intelligent. So using your intuition to channel your dark feminine energy, where you follow your hunches, you listen to your intuition, you're very receptive, you're passive, you allow the person to come to you, but at the same time you're able to express. So it's not just about attracting someone, but also keeping someone. That's something that you need to maybe work on, or you need to master that energy. You're good at giving love, taking care of people, longing, and having that strong love and devotion towards someone. And you're the lover archetype, but you need to put it to use, not do it from afar. So it doesn't sound like anything negative or dark feminine being seductive or anything like that. It's just being that lover and being able to express, because a dark feminine is in control of their emotions. They can state their needs, they can state their desires. Hey, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. Not being passive every single time or in every single way. Getting your needs met, that is something you need to focus on. Next up, we have number 17, inner peace. I'm drawn towards the Saturn, and here it says, I'm enough. The person's writing. It's actually giving me, and also the number breaks down to 8, which is Saturn energy. So being that peaceful, receptive sort of a person, but at the same time, when it comes to your emotions and the feminine side of things, you need to be more proactive. So you're this mature, wise person, but at the same time, you need to be a little bit more expressive. With this shark energy, this is about stating your desires, being direct. Here we have number 25, reparenting yourself. So like I was getting this energy of maybe something in your childhood that impacted your psyche. So reparenting yourself, changing those old patterns, or letting certain things go, looking for forgiveness, forgive the person, forgive yourself, and then make changes. So this is a specific message. I will not harp on it, but if it resonates, leave a comment. Everything is out of kind of frame, don't mind that. The lighting is also not great today, so please forgive me for that. We have chivalry, number 3. This was at the bottom of the deck. I thought it was relevant, so I kept it. Chivalry, again, it's about a male archetype, something that I'm picking up. Maybe it's your father or a father figure growing up. This could also be a partner. Something about chivalry. Maybe you're very traditional, you're looking for someone traditional, or I think that there could be some mismatch in your values or something. But yeah, chivalry, I think you are looking for someone like this, like a gentleman. But at the same time, more traditional men could require someone who's a woman that's more upfront, states their desire, very expressive, very talkative, very communicative, So you need to balance that. Here we have anxiety, number 18. It actually gives me, first of all, it gives me Saturn energy. Saturn is connected with anxiety. Second thing I'm getting is so much red here. And the way she's holding her hair is also connected to Mars and Saturn. So this is giving me some Mars and Saturn energy. Some of you maybe have Mars Saturn conjunction, Mars in Saturn sign, Saturn in Mars sign. But this message is about living in the present moment, not overthinking. You could have an issue with overthinking, especially when it comes to your love life, your partners. I think you need to be a little bit more busy and not involve yourself so much in emotions, like constantly thinking about your feelings, what the other person is feeling. Be more proactive, be more present in the moment. You could have a lot of anxiety and you could overthink things. You could have that habit of second guessing yourself. I think this is something you need to let go, because you can make better use of your feminine energy. That's what I'm getting. Here we have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. This is giving me Taurus strong energy. It's almost as if advice for you. So some of you could have moon in Taurus. The thing is, moon does really well in the sign of Taurus. This is where it gets exalted. So this is not that energy of anxiety. I was getting Mars here, so almost like moon in moon in Scorpio, which is where it gets debilitated. In Taurus it gets exalted. What's the difference? This is earth energy, this is dark Scorpio water energy, like a swamp. So moon is very soft, gentle sort of a planet. It struggles in the dark, heavy energy of Scorpios, which is where you're doing this overthinking. You're thinking about all of your fears and all those negative emotions that you're harping on. Whereas with Taurus, it's about expansiveness, growth. What can I do? It's grounded, earth element, right? And it's also more material. So you're not thinking, you're doing. So you need to shift this energy from the Scorpio to the Taurus when it comes to your moon. I'm actually also planning on doing a series on my tier 3 membership on how to heal your planets. So I think I might start with sun or the moon, and this is something I will definitely focus more on. So if you have issues with this, maybe you can check that out in the future when I post that video, if you're interested. Otherwise, it's fine. But yeah, channel your moon more so towards the Taurus energy instead of the Scorpio. That's what I'm getting for you. Next up, we have 6th house. We have Mercury, which rules the 6th house. We also have Virgo, which is the zodiac that falls in the 6th house, strong 6th house energy. And we did have the Hermit also, right? We have Sagittarius. So what I'm getting, Sagittarius is also connected to movement. A person who travels, this is higher knowledge, Hermit. And Virgo is also your everyday routine. So there is something you can do to channel your energy better, change your everyday routine, focus on your health, especially mental health. Mercury is connected to the mental energy, right? It's your intelligence. So don't focus too much on 6th house matters, which is conflicts. Don't focus on the conflicts. Look at the positive side. Maybe you have this habit of criticizing, nitpicking, harping on things, overthinking things. You need to change that, shift that energy, focus on the wisdom. Instead of intelligence, you need to rely upon your wisdom. What's the right thing to do? And looking for higher knowledge. I think that will help you channel your energy better. And just naturally, you have a feminine energy about yourself. You have this in your kitty. Funny, we had a cat. No pun. So, yeah, you have this energy. You have this energy to problem solve things. 6th house is problem solving. So you have it, but you tend to overthink things. You don't listen to your Jupiterian side. You focus on the Mercurial side, which struggles when it comes to love matters. Right? So you need to take a little bit of time, a little bit of breather, be more quiet, meditate on things, but be more grounded. Even Virgo is earth energy. So the way you can channel your dark feminine energy more is being more empowered in your energy, asking for what you want, and not overthinking, not focusing on the conflict, keeping, go with the flow, keep things moving, don't stagnate, because Scorpio is that energy of the swamp. It's stagnant water. Keep moving, keep a flow going. Both these signs are mutable energy, so you need to, instead of the fixed energy, you need to be more mutable, more flexible in your life, and channel your energy to attract more love into your life. This is where Venus gets debilitated. So definitely I'm picking up some love issues, having all the knowledge in the world, but when it comes to exercising it, there's some issues. So channel your energy better, attract more love in your life, be more loving, be more generous with love, and you will attract that love back. So using your feminine energy to attract love in your life, to have better relationships, that's something you should focus on. I hope I was clear with this reading. It made sense. Let me know what are your thoughts on the reading. Leave your feedback. If you like my work, you want to support this channel, please consider becoming a member. All the links will be in the description if you want to book a reading with me. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.